Howdy everyone, it's Jake at Wolki Farm and I've got something that I'd like to show you. And I'll try to do my best to speak up above these noisy buggers. There's some of Otto's birds, and the reason these birds are in sheds is we're collecting fertile eggs for the incubator. Otherwise the birds would be out ranging, but we've got a pen here. So we've got one rooster with 6 hens, and here we've got one rooster with 6 hens. Now, if you've been following my channel for a while, you will know that I love my Nguni cattle and I love my Damara sheep. And why is that? Well, it's because I believe they're fit for purpose, and what they both have in common is that they're African animals. And if you look at continental Africa and continental Australia, we have a lot in common. And, you know, I completely accept that over time, epigenetics will kick in, local selection, local pressure will start to change animals and adapt them. But why not get a real running start on that? So instead of using, you know, British animals here, and I've had some British animals and they've done well, but it's when, you know, we're talking about the 1%. It's talking about when you're in drought, or when you're on more marginal country instead of improved country like some of our country is. And Otto, my son, who's 8, is really getting into breeding chickens. That rooster there, that's a naked necker. It's literally got a naked neck. There's no feathers on it. It's a cracking bird, strong as anything. And he's hatched about a dozen chicks at the moment, and the naked of crossing over these Australorp types, and the naked neck gene's really strong. And I've been playing around with him, and I thought, I wonder if there's an African chicken that I can get that we can incorporate onto the farm, see how it goes. So I got onto ChatGPT and Grok and Google, and I found this bird. This is an African chicken. It's from Egypt, so it's northern Africa, and it's called Fayoumi. And if you do any research on this bird, they'll all say the same thing. Small, early maturing, so laying eggs at about 16 weeks, crowing at 4 or 5 weeks for the roosters. Productive, so an egg every other day up until about 4 years of age, which is exceptionally good. Small egg because they're a small bird. Very predator resistant, very fast and alert. So they're sort of, and most importantly, they are apparently sensational foragers. And the man that I bought these from said that if he lets them out of the coop, they don't eat any grain. He sort of compared them to his guinea fowl. He said if they've got space, they forage for their whole diet. They'll give you an egg every other day, which sounds great. The cons, not very domesticated. So you can see I'm sort of just sitting here doing nothing, and these birds, I know there's a fence between us, but the birds don't really act like that. They're just milling around happy. And if I was in there, they probably would have jumped on my knee. And these chickens couldn't get further away from me if they tried. So they're wild, they're flighty. Apparently they're extremely flighty and hard to catch. They love roosting high in trees, and apparently are hard to train to nest boxes and coops and that sort of thing. So what my plan is to keep them in this little shed. This is our wood shed. Winter's, you know, finished, and we're over halfway through spring, so we're not burning wood anymore. Today's one of the first days where I've actually felt, geez, it's hot. I'm going to make a few renovations in here for them to make it a bit more appropriate, put a perch in, and keep them in here for a few weeks so I can stack my incubator full of eggs. And once we've got some viable numbers of chicks on the ground and everyone's happy, I'm going to try with these guys in my coop. There's one bird in the middle there that's not looking the happiest, is she? She's got a bit of a floppy comb. Big day for them. 12-hour road trip to pick them up. I drove basically 6 hours each way to collect them. So pretty stressful on the back. That bird that has the floppy comb, she's actually blind in one eye. She was pecked as a young chick, so you can see that eye's open, but the comb still doesn't look great, so we'll keep an eye on her. Anyway, just got them my normal layer pellets, which have a bit of meat meal in them. They've already filled the water up with straw. I might get a little trough and plumb it in for them. And I'm careful that when I come in here, they can't rush and get out, but I'm interested to see if we've already had an egg maybe, because if they're laying in a bad spot, the eggs are going to roll away and break, aren't they? Can't see anything yet. Rightio. Thanks for watching.